We are here, and we are excited to talk about Joanna Shupe's The Fabulous The Duke Gets Even. I'm B of Mama Needs to Read Romance, and with me always is...
Tara from Tara Talks Books.
I thought I'd get a little official there for a second. And we also have Terry, who is backstage and very excited to talk to us about all things Fall Monster Fall Monster Reading Challenge, right? Did I say that right, Terry?
I think so.
He's like,
Monster Fall Reading Challenge.
yeah, Monster Fall Reading Challenge.
Or
We're off
Fall
to a great start.
It's one of those.
Yes, exactly. So anyway, we're really excited to talk about this book today. We're going to talk about the Fall Monster Reading Challenge. I feel like that's what it is. And yeah, right? It is. It is. If I go to Discord. Anyway. All right, let's see who's in the chat. Hey, Sock. Did I read the book? No, I did not. And Sock, I think you're already in good company. Because I just remember so many people saying, oh, yeah, I want to come, but I don't think I'm going to have time to read the book. I'm like, you know what? Just come hang out with us. Hello. I also did not read the book. Hey, Abby Jean. Oh, and by the way, hi, Megan, if I didn't say it. And hello, Sock. Hello, Lisa. Hello to everyone, says Terry. I just never got around to it this time. I know. It's been a busy month, right, Tara?
It has.
With that, right?
Yeah. Very busy.
It is very busy. Very, very busy, that is for sure. I am excited to talk about this book today. This is the fourth book and the fourth and final book of the Fifth Avenue Rebels series. And from what I understand, this series is all up and down in terms of public appreciation of the series. Some people love a couple of the books. I think two of the four are not as well received. I've only read the fourth one. I would certainly like to read the entire series. I've got the whole series here. I didn't realize I had the whole series until I was looking. So book one is The Heiress Hunt, which I remember I almost read this over the summer because it's set in Rhode Island.
Oh.
And I wanted a book that was set there. It's just beautiful. I love this cover. And then we have book two, The Lady Gets Lucky.
Which I've heard good things about that one.
Mm-hmm. And it's interesting. We talked recently about mass market paperbacks. Now, this one is got a mass market paperback in the front, but then they opted to do what they call a mass max for this one. It's the only one, by the way, of the four
that figures.
Yes, I know. Drives you crazy. Yes. So, and Abby Jean asked a very important question related to that too. Because they're not going to be making mass market paperbacks the way they used to at the end of 2025, they actually, she asked the question like, well, what's going to happen when the mass markets for a particular series or a particular book are sold out? Are they going to make more? If they choose to make more, from my research, what I found is they will make them in trade paperback. How about that? That's what the research is telling me so far. So it's going to be interesting. Oh, and Gwen's here. Not only did I read the book, I read the whole series. Yes.
Good job.
Gwen. Okay. Thank you. I was hoping you'd be here today because I remember Gwen saying that she was going to try to read the whole series before we got together. I'm so excited, Gwen. Tell us your thoughts. We need to know. I want to know your favorite. Like, give me if you feel comfortable, give me a ranking. Like, what was number one for you two? All of that. I would love to know. I think we would all like to know. Way to go, Gwen. I know, right? Yeah. Everything's so encouraging. I love it. Yay, you read enough to cover the rest of us. So true. Abby Jean says, The Lady Gets Lucky is so good. I want to reread it now after rereading The Duke Gets Even. Ooh, very good. Since I interrupted myself in the middle, I'll just go ahead and finish this really quickly. We've got The Bride Goes Rogue.
I have that one and read it.
Oh, yes? And what did you think? Do you remember?
I definitely it's a 4-star for me. It's very spicy.
Oh.
Very spicy. Even more spicy than I think The Duke Gets Even.
It's funny, when I got to see Joanna Shupe recently, which was such a thrill, and she was saying that there are some of her books I wish I had written down or made a note of which one it was. It wasn't, I think Courtesan Duchess is her mother's favorite. I remember she mentioned that. But there's another book from another series. I don't think it's from the series, but she was shocked that the editors didn't demand that she change it. It was so spicy. But
this is the only one I have that's out of that series, though.
Oh, okay. Okay. I've actually got a lot. I had no idea that I had so many. There it is. There it is.
I don't have the Duke It's Even. And these are the only two Joanna Shupe I have, but this is not in the Fifth Avenue Rebels. This is Uptown Girls.
I've read that one, I think. I've read the first one in the Uptown
I've read
Girls
the first one in this one, the blue one.
Yeah, the blue one. Thank you. Yes, that's right. Okay. So not only do I have this one, but I have to share because you guys know how I get excited. So as I said, I got to meet her. Now, did I already have this copy? Yes, I did. But I bought it because one, our book club was going to be doing it. And I thought how neat to have it actually signed by Joanna Shupe, but also, I want to support the local bookstore, and they give away tickets to these events for free. And it's like, well, I always want to buy the books because we can't support our, local bookstores enough. You know what I mean? So I did buy this, and I'm really glad that I did. And I'll probably pop this one in a little free library. I'm going to be going to one this week, or a couple actually. So that'll be fun. Okay. And actually, since I'm showing you one thing that's neat about this, let me make myself big for a moment. So we have this beautiful cover. Love the silk and all of that. Oh, good. I'm giving myself a thumbs up. The other neat thing is Joanna Shupe wanted me to share with you guys, because I literally told her, I said, our group is doing your book this, month and da-da-da. So she goes, you tell them that I was at this photo shoot for this cover and they thought they were done. And I said, wait, I want you to have him grab her hair and kind of pull it. And so they did. And that's the cover. And that was her recommendation. So she's very proud of that.
Well, it's very fitting for the book.
Well, that is true. That is true. And then I'll just show you really quickly, even though you may have already seen these. Oh, it's not going to let me do it. Rats. Well, I'll see if I can figure it out. I'll show you. I have a couple pictures with Joanna Shupe that I wanted to share, but I'm going to make sure you're not just watching me figure that out. I'll just do it while we're talking. Let's see what are some other great comments we've got so far. Sarah's here. Hello, Sarah. Abby Jean says, thank you for answering that, B. Oh, yes, about the mass market paperbacks. I'm glad that we'll still be able to get some of those historicals, even if the mass markets sell out. Mm-hmm. Truly. Megan says, oh, man, mass markets becoming trade paperbacks. Now I'm going to be tempted to buy a bunch of backlist books.
Mm-hmm. That's what I've been slowly doing. It's not good.
We all need more room.
Yeah.
Yes, just joined. Hey there. I don't know how much I missed, but I'm just looking if I should read it. Yeah. Is there any cheating? Oh, no.
No cheating.
No, there's no cheating. No. That's pretty rare, I think, for the books that we encounter, because that's like everybody's like big time. We don't like that. So no, there's no cheating. There's no cheating. Terry says, I like that when an author can have a word in the photo shoot. I know. I love that when they get to be there and then add their 2 cents. It's so fun. I love the hair pulling on the cover. I know, it's kind of cool. It's neat. And I love that she included that. So, all righty. Well, let's talk about rating and initial thoughts for those of us that read the book. Tara, would you like to go? I feel terrible. I'm talking so much. I want you to get a chance.
Oh, you're good. I think I'm torn between a 4.5 and a 5. I really enjoyed it. I liked it. I don't know. There was just something about that. I liked her character. I liked his character. I just really enjoyed it. So I'm really torn between a 4.5 and a 5. I can't.
Wow.
Yeah. I really enjoyed this one.
I love that. You still have time to talk about it in the chat, by the way. Let us know in the comments. For me, I gave this a 4. And it's funny, I actually, for quite some time, I was thinking I was going to give it much lower. And I didn't really start enjoying it until about 65% in, because for me, and I actually wrote about this in my review on Goodreads, there were a couple other books that I was thinking of that I really didn't care for much when I was first reading it, because it's kind of front loaded with spice. And when the spice is front loaded, I find myself not as interested in the story as a whole, just because for me, I feel like the spice, it's better when it's emotionally driven. And it was so bonkers to me when she's like naked in the water. She's like, what is happening in this book? And then they just hate each other. I'm like, what? You know, it was just crazy. What were you going to say? I'm sorry. I see.
They are built up in the book too. So like I got to see them when I read book 3, but they start in book 1 and it goes all the way through. So like I feel like this is one where like if you do read the whole series, you can see their tension throughout, because I read book 3 right before I read book 4, and they were in there and they had that bit of tension as well, and then it came to this, and so
okay. Are you trying to say that we should
enjoy it more?
Should we read them in order? Is that what you're trying to say? We should read the books in order?
Who am I? Have the unicorns shaped my thinking?
You've got to join those unicorns. I mean, I'm not a member of the unicorns, clearly.
But, I am right now. But then I just read out of order, so.
You've been kicked out of the group. I don't know. I'm sure they would never do that. That's so funny that you say that, because, okay, I'm going to relate this. Look at Terry. Terry. And she's got her unicorn there. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. So, okay, bear with me, because I'm going to relate this to hockey. And I know this is not hockey romance we're talking about, but just bear with me. Okay, so I loved The Deal. Okay. Mm-hmm. This is a 5-book series. I didn't care as much for The Mistake or The Score or However, when I read The Legacy, which is essentially 4 novellas, each tied to one of these books in Elle Kennedy's off-campus series, I had a much better appreciation. Like we had their love established, the feelings were there. I feel like it not only, I haven't even had a chance to reread these except for the first one, but I appreciate these books more having read the entirety. I feel like some of them you need to experience the whole thing, is the kind of point that I'm trying to make.
Yeah. I definitely want to go back and reread, I think.
Yes.
I mean, I have 2 more in that series, so I might as well, right?
Right, exactly. Exactly. And I see Gwen was able to give us her ratings here. She said rating number 1, The Lady Gets Lucky. So that is book 2.
Okay. I've heard excellent things about that one.
Okay. Number 2, The Heiress Hunt, which is book 1.
Okay.
Number 3, The Duke Gets Even, which is book 4, which we just read, for book club, obviously. And in fourth place, The Bride Goes Rogue.
Yeah. I don't want to say I didn't like The Bride Goes Rogue, but I think I gave it a 4, and like I've sat on it for a while, and I think it might go down to a 3, which I feel really bad for, because it was a 12 Rex by 12 friends.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize it was going to do that. I just got it to work. I'm so sorry. I'm listening to you. That was not my intention. My apologies. Continue.
That was it.
Oh, that was it. Okay. Sorry, Tara. I'm so sorry. Since I actually got this to work, I want to continue on. But before I forget, I just want to show you. This is Diana Quincy and Joanna Shupe. And it was just so cool. So I'm just so pleased. They were so dear. And Diana Quincy took this picture, which is so crazy, because it's like, oh, here I am. Now it's not going to do it. Oh, come on. Here I am with Joanna Shupe, but Diana Quincy, or excuse me. Yeah, here I am with Joanna Shupe, but Diana Quincy's taking the picture and she's holding the book, which is super cool. So
that's awesome.
Yeah. If I had guts, I would have asked her to join us, but I was too nervous.
Fair.
I mentioned the club, and just to see what she would say, and she told me something to share with you guys, but yeah, I couldn't get my guts up to ask. I'm sure she's very busy anyway. She's like just finishing up her book tour and everything. So, anywho, all right, let's see what other people said. I ended up liking this one. I went with a 4. I liked the second half way more than the first half. Yes, exactly. That's how I felt too. Once you start seeing a lot more of the emotion, Nellie kind of drove me crazy a little bit at first. It just felt like she was kind of a little too tough for me. But then like you start to see kind of the substance behind it, at least in my mind, and I started to really like her. So yeah. Megan says, "Oh, see, this is why I think I would have needed to read the whole series. I still haven't read Joanna Shupe, but I'll have to try this series later on."
Yeah.
It was neat that 3 of the 4 stories start at the same house party. Yeah. That's really cool. Oh, now I want to read this. I was just reading Valerie Bowman because there's Hidden Identity, and I was trying to read a book for the Fall Monster Reading Challenge, and Hidden Identity is one of the prompts. And so I've just finished Valerie Bowman's Duke Looks Like a Groomsman, which is book 2 of Hidden Identities. I think that's the name of the series.
Oh.
Something else. It's something similar to that. Don't quote me. But the first 2 books, at least so far that I've read, they take place concurrently, which is so unusual. So it's at the same house party, and you see some of the same big events from book 1 happening in real time in book 2. Like you see them again from a different perspective, which was really fun. So now I want to read the rest of the series even more.
Yeah, I was worried that it was going to be, because like I said, I read book 3 first, and I was like, oh no, are we going to see the same in book 4? Because it did start off, it recapped it or it rehashed it a bit, and then it moved on because there was events in book 4 that happened in book 3. I mean, I'm sure there's also events in previous books as well that happened, but I just don't know that because I didn't read them yet.
Sure. Well, that makes sense.
I was kind of nervous at first because I don't like when a book like just rehashes everything. Like I was like, I've read that.
Yes.
But she did a good job of like, okay, she's just giving us a brief background of this couple so that people who haven't read the series know what's happening.
Who would do that? Who would jump in? I know, it's such a hard, I sometimes think of, if I were an author, what would some of the challenges be? And I definitely think for me, that would be a huge challenge of figuring out how much to divulge about the previous books without boring. You want to inform people who haven't read, but you don't want to, make other people bored to tears who've already read it. So that's really tricky. So yeah, that's a good point. Let's see here. Abby Jean says, yes, Gwen, if you like that idea, try Christina Diane's Unlikely Betrothal series. Oh, I think, Abby Jean, that's the one where we had Christina Diane on, right? Tara, remember that when we had her on? And they were all like at the same house party. And
yes, you're right. Yeah.
Thank you for reminding us, Abby Jean. Yes.
Wealth of knowledge.
She is. Monica, hey girl, how's it going? She just got here. What were your ratings? I said a 4. And
I'm between a 4.5 and a 5.
Yeah.
I'll know by the end.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
I know, right? Abby Jean says, I really need to read Diana Quincy. I know.
I like her books.
I know. We should pitch Her Night with the Duke sometime.
Oh, is that her new one?
No. What? That one would be good too. It's my favorite. And when I went to the event, that was everybody said that was their favorite Diana Quincy. And I wanted to have her sign that one, but it was sold out because everybody went crazy for it. So I picked a different one, but that one, I read that one. I loved it. I
like this one too, and I've read that one. I know we read it a long time ago as a buddy read.
Yes. And didn't you read one of her arcs, or am I thinking of somebody else?
Yes. She actually, I got sent, this is an advanced reader copy. It was my first ever. And I was like, yes. Oh. So I'm keeping it forever.
Oh, yeah. You have to. Yeah. You have to.
The first time that they offered that from NetGalley, that I got an arc. And I was like a physical.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Forever and ever.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, you have to. The second book in that series, that's the new one that's coming out.
That's what I thought.
Yes, and that on Instagram, Diana Quincy has some media related to the filming of that photo shoot, which they are using like a leaf blower to blow her hair dress.
Oh,
I thought, can you imagine? Would just be like, oh, something's in my eye immediately. Like I would ruin the photo shoot immediately. But so Diana Quincy was talking about historical romance and where it's headed, and she said that nowhere in the talks, like they haven't canceled her contract, or I shouldn't say that. It's not, I mean, her contract isn't not being renewed or being renewed. Like she's still good to go with her publishers. But there was no discussion about another book in the series, no discussion about historical romance at all the last time she met with them. And she's currently working on and will be putting out soon a thriller. I think it's a thriller. And it's under the name Diana Awad, which is part of her grandfather's last name because she wanted to honor him that way. So we can be looking for her next work after the one that's coming out, which for Pete's sake, I should probably figure out what that is if I could remember. And then you can be looking for her first thriller, or maybe not. Yeah, I think it's her first thriller. But yeah, looks exciting. She was excited about it, I should say.
That's good.
Yeah. Okay. So let me show you, because since we're talking about it, I like to do, visuals whenever I can. All right, here we go. This is the new Diana Quincy, which is coming out. Oh, September 30th. Holy cow, that's coming right out. And it is right here. All right, let's see. See, I'm getting better at this. Oh, for Pete's sake, let me remove this. Sorry, Abby Jean. And then I need to, there we are. The Earl That Got Away, book 2, and probably the last book in the Sirens in Silk series, coming out September 30th, for those of you that would like to know. We try to be a wealth of information when we can. So there you have it. Okie dokie. I'm going to see more of these. What? No, I couldn't, Terry. I couldn't do it. I kind of felt her out. Like when I mentioned the book club, I just kind of want to see, what she said. I couldn't do it. I tried. I almost did. Oh my gosh. Monica says, I DNF'd this one when it initially came out. I hated Nellie. I was also in a very bad headspace. My son was in the ICU after his gallbladder died. Oh my gosh. Nearly killing him due to the nurse not knowing. Oh, goodness gracious, Monica. You poor thing.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine. Well, I'm glad, to my knowledge, your son is doing much better. I'm glad that that's the case. But yeah, that's a tough time. And of course, at something like that happening, we want to have a book that's going to lift us up and not make us annoyed with one of the characters.
Yeah.
And I felt similarly. Like I had a tough time with Nellie initially, but as I kept reading, I really grew to appreciate her more. I haven't gone back to it. I probably won't. Yeah. I mean, you got to know yourself for sure. Her Night with the Duke, January. I like it. I like it. Oh, it would be so fun.
Thank you.
Your teapot, Tara. Can we take a good look at that teapot? I'm going to make you big. Let's take a peek. Stop it. Oh my gosh.
My mother-in-law got it for me, and it just has Wonderland, Macbeth, all the fun little classic books, 1984, that sort of stuff.
Heavens. And look at the top. It's got books that say volumes 1 and 2. Stop it.
Time.
I love it, Tara.
So it's really cute. I was excited when she got it for me.
Oh my heavens. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
So it's my little decorative piece right now.
Yay! I'm glad you brought that up, Megan, because I want to make sure. I'm glad we got to highlight that. He's great now. Yeah, I'm still traumatized though. Yeah, sometimes it's harder for the mommies.
100%.
Right? I'm so thrilled to hear that he's well. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Abby Jean says, I love that it has reversed gender roles.
Yes.
She's a Ray Kess and he's a starchy duke, stifled by society. She even made the grand gesture.
Yeah, that's part of the reason why I think I liked it, because I've been reading like back-to-back historicals, and to be honest, I'm like, they're all starting to blend together. And I just feel like she kind of stuck out, and like her family and kind of like their past kind of stuck out in my brain. So
Yeah, absolutely. It's funny too, because as I was reading so many historicals back to back as well, when there were references to America, I was like, wait, I kept forgetting that we were in the United States because I'm so used to Regency, England.
yeah,
So that was a neat little departure. And then to see, was it Teddy Roosevelt?
yeah,
That was fun.
yeah.
That was fun. I love it. It's got books on it. Oh, we're talking about your teapot.
Yeah.
I didn't know that either, Megan, until she said it out. You know, if I love how Tara's so subtle and subdued, because if it had been me, I would have been like, everyone, look at it. And you're so mature, Tara. You're like, oh, this old thing, this old teapot. I'm so impressed by you, Tara. You're so
Oh my goodness. Don't be.
Where can we get this teapot, Tara? Inquiring minds need to know.
I'm actually not sure where my mother-in-law got it. Sorry, guys. I'll have to ask.
Let's go contact Tara's mother-in-law. Abby Jean says, yes, I love how powerful Nellie was. And I love how Abby Jean keeps bringing us back to the book. Good job, Abby Jean. Thank goodness. I loved how powerful Nellie was. And I loved how supportive her father was. I know.
Yes.
The relationship between she and her father kind of like made me teary, just how much she adored him. That's unusual, you know?
And like he just supported her. He knew, like, he's like, I'm not gonna fight her, because if I fight her, I'm gonna lose her, because she's so much like her mom. And he loved, you know, his wife who passed away, and he's like, he sees his daughter, you know, so he's like, I'm just gonna give her everything, and you know, it's gonna be her choice who she marries, because I'm not gonna make her.
Okay, maybe I need to make this a 4.5. Maybe I need to.
I do love her relationship with her dad. And I do like her feeling of like, she's the last one in the friend group, and she feels like she's never going to get married because she doesn't want to. And so she's like, they're going to move on without me. And so she's kind of feeling that sadness of like, I'm entering, my friends are entering a different part of their lives, and I am not.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's kind of feeling like this sense of loss.
Right.
And like kind of unmoored. And I liked kind of seeing that. So.
Oh my gosh, Tara. Profound. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Gwen says, for being so innocent, these women certainly knew a great deal and willing to do a great deal. I found it hard to believe the level of promiscuity of the 4 women. That's a Joanna Shupe for you.
It is.
At least from what I've only read 2 of her books, but that's kind of what I thought.
3. I've read 3, and they're all quite steamy.
Yeah, and the women are very confident.
Yes.
And ready to go.
Charge, and you know what I mean? Like, not willing to give in to, you know, society standards and such, and like, I'm going to do what I want to do that makes me happy.
Yes, yes. And I'm trying to be careful here, but a big part of this, and again, like, I want to be really respectful, and I want us all to be really respectful, but a big part of the book was dealing with birth control.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, Joanna Shupe says that every book she likes to try to really hit a hot topic, you know, and also cover it from the standpoint of that era. Yeah. And that's something that she enjoys, and that people have gotten on her about, who don't want to read historicals to learn anything, which again, I just find that silly. That's silly. I'm saying it. I'm getting on my pedestal to say that. Were you going to say something, Tara?
No.
Okay. I just want to make sure I'm not like, I'm going talking and talking.
No, I was honestly looking up, sorry, because it popped in my head when you talked about like contraceptive.
Oh, you know, right.
But the Comstock laws that they talked about is something that, not that I didn't know about, but like it hadn't, you know what I mean? Like,
right. Yes.
He ended up getting arrested.
Right.
Trying to support, you know, other women and who just like couldn't afford or like was in a bad situation. I was like, so anyways.
When she you know, our hero, he comes in and he's trying to save the day. She's been in jail. And he's like, you can't prove anything. She doesn't, she's going to talk to her lawyer. And she's like, I did it. Yeah. He's like, stop talking.
He's like, be quiet. She's like, I'm never going to be.
But I feel like I see Joanna Shupe in these characters, these women that are so confident. And she's gotten some heat from her newsletters. I don't know if any of you are part of her newsletter. Do you get her newsletter?
I don't. I probably should.
So she calls it Our Mad Wicked Folly. And what she does is she takes current events and she relates each of them to what was going on during the Gilded Age. And she says there are a lot of parallels between our current period and the Gilded Age. And it's fascinating. But she said she was surprised that so many people in her newsletter, because again, like she talks a lot about politics and things, and they were like, just focus on books. Why are you talking about this? I'm surprised. And she goes, I don't know why you're surprised. Haven't you read my books? They're pretty political. Like,
I mean, they are. They all kind of have something, because I was thinking the Rogue of Fifth Avenue is very much into like living quarters and like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Of the time, and like people, the safety of it, especially for, people of a lower socioeconomic status during that time period. So she always kind of has something, I feel like, in her books.
Yes. Yeah, it's fascinating. And just hearing her, it was funny because Diana Quincy would try to rope her in during the talk, because
that's why they put them together, probably.
You know it. But Joanna, she'll get hot on a topic, and then Diana's like, okay, let's talk about the book. Let's talk about something fluffy.
Like, is she our Abby Jean? She gets us back on track. Or our Terry.
Exactly. Abby Jean says, about the birth control, for my mental health, I try to avoid engaging in politics anymore. Same. I don't want to diminish the importance of stories like these. I just find them too upsetting. I totally understand. I even unsubscribed to Shupe's newsletter a while back for this reason. Right. And that's what she said. She said a lot of people left because they didn't want politics from her. They wanted, her fiction, which makes sense. I mean, if you're subscribing to someone for a certain thing and they're giving you something else, I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But that was the one thing I had trouble with on the reread. I'm not as feminine ragey as I used to be. Gwen says, for more info on the Gilded Age, Hoopla Great Courses. Hoopla Great Courses has a whole video about a video class. Sorry, Gwen, about the time period. How cool. Wow. I would love to learn more about the Gilded Age. Thank you, Gwen. I still have the same opinions, but I don't like getting worked up if I can help it. I hear you. Lisa says, if you want to get political, the Gilded Age is a great time period to write in. This is true.
I believe it. Yeah. There's a lot going on.
There is a lot going on. Well, we've only gone through one of the banners that I made so far. And I was like, are we going to have anything to talk about? But as always, we do. Let's talk about characters. What can we say? Were there any characters that really stuck out to you?
Well, I like Nellie. Oh my gosh. I like Nellie. I definitely think, like I said, I think she's going through a time in her life, and I kind of liked seeing that. And I kind of like that she kind of always stuck to her guns, as like she always was who she is. Even though it did kind of like, she was more worried about how her reputation affected the people she loved or cared about. Because even like, she's like, I'm not upset going out in public with you to this dinner. I'm worried what it's going to do for your reputation. And he's like, well, I don't care. He's like, you're it. So, but she wasn't quite there yet. So I don't know. I liked the Duke too. He was fantastic.
Again, like, I liked these characters more the further I went into the story.
Yeah.
Like, initially I was just kind of looking up to the ceiling. I'm really thankful that I had this for book club, because this would have been one that I might have just DNF'd. I'm really glad I stuck with it. I am. Let's see. Gwen says, I was glad that they added a male narrator for the book. Swan does a good job, but her characterizations of males was lacking, and her Lockwood was horrid. Her British accent didn't sound quite right. I loved her Irish accent. That was fun. That was when we get to see her family.
Yeah, in book 3, the book before this, it's not the same narrators, and it was
Oh.
a rough. I was like, you have to get used to the male, because it's a female, I think full female narrator, I want to say.
Okay.
And then she obviously does the male voices.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Not all are created equal.
no.
That's interesting. Yeah, I
Yeah,
actually
this
love
one was better, I feel like.
it's correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like it's unusual to have 2 narrators, a guy and a girl in a historical. I feel like I don't see that very often.
Yeah.
You know? So that
Yeah.
was kinda refreshing.
Am I just used to like Rosalind Landor and
Yeah.
who's the other
Mary
famous
Jane
one?
Wells,
Mary Jane Wells and the ones.
Anthony Crick.
Yeah.
I like all of them. I do. But this was fun having 2. I liked that. Abby Jean says, I already spoke about Nellie, but I liked Lockwood as well. I thought the heart condition gave him a lot of nuance. Truly. Yes. Truly. When I learned that, I was reeling.
Yeah. And I feel like it built into almost like her fear of losing someone else she loves. And that's kind of what held her back for a while too, is like, can I handle losing somebody again if I give, my heart to him?
Yeah.
So
relating it to her mom.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, I loved that.
I liked her aunt.
Yes.
Her aunt was good.
All of her Irish family. I had so
Amazing.
much fun. Yes. When they're fighting and she takes him to the pub. I don't know what it was called off the top of my head.
I don't think so.
Where Hell's Kitchen.
Yes.
I know that's not that area. Hell's Kitchen. Yeah, that was super fun seeing him out of his element like that. And when they said, she's never taken anyone here before. Mm-hmm. And he's like, well, that's just because she's trying to torment me.
Right.
Yeah, that was super fun.
And then she's worried about him. She's like, I can't leave him out here alone. And then she comes back and he's fighting and he's actually winning.
Yes. That was great. That was great. Oh my gosh. Yes. I agree with you guys about the strange pacing of this one. There's a big tonal shift halfway through. Truly. And that's why I was relating it to Resting Witch Face by Juliet Cross. I detested the first half of that book, but the second half was like a 5-star for me. Was another example of a book that I really didn't care for. And then, or like, I want to say Icebreaker by Hannah Grace. Did not enjoy the first half, but because again, it felt like front loaded in terms of spice that just, for me, it feels meaningless and boring. And, but then the second half, that's when we get all the emotion. And yeah, no, I agree, Abby Jean, for sure. She also says, I did like that Nellie went from saying, I don't have a passion, to finding the cause that lights her fire.
That's true.
Absolutely.
I definitely thought it was going to be her plants at first.
Oh.
Until she obviously had that first meeting with the women. But I definitely thought, at first I thought maybe it would be because she loved caring for them, but it was more just a connection to her mother.
Yeah, that's true. That wouldn't have made for as exciting of a book. Yeah. They've arrested me because of my planting. Maybe not. What would you say was your favorite scene, if you could think of one?
Ooh, I like that ending scene where he's kind of like, he knows the estate is sold and the new owners are there. And like in my brain, I know who it is. And then she comes and he sees her and like, there's like also the dog there. And I'm like, oh, this is cute. I like that one.
Yeah.
I do, like I said, when the family, when they're all at the establishment with her Irish family.
Yes.
And they're having that. I love that scene with him. And he's kind of out of his element, but then he ends up, winning everyone over.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
And I love the scene with when the dad comes in and talks to her, notice she's sad and she's just not herself. And then the aunt comes in, they kind of piggyback off, like the dad notices and he talks to her and then the aunt comes and talks to her, which kind of changes her viewpoint on things.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my gosh, I love that Gwen just said this because I was just going to ask you a question related to what you were saying that she's bringing up right now. This worked out perfectly. Gwen says, I loved the friendship between the four women and how Shupe kept it up in all four books. I was wondering, and Gwen would be a perfect person to ask this too. And since you've read more than one of these, Tara, I'm asking you this as well. I didn't feel like there was a lot from the other three heroines, but I was wondering what you guys felt because I felt like I got a lot of the family of Nellie's,
Yeah.
but I didn't get a big sense of the ensemble cast of the other gals. I mean, I got some, but not a whole lot. Did you feel like you got a good section of that? I'm not thinking right. I don't know how to say the question. I
Yeah.
think you know what I mean.
I do. I don't think, like, for me personally, I think there are other authors and books that do it a little bit better, historical romance wise, as far as keeping friendships. But again, I only read 2 books.
Right.
So, and I kind of feel like in the third book I read, it was mostly Nellie and a little bit of the girl from the second book. I don't remember her name.
Okay.
And then obviously the main character, Katie, I think it was. And then in this book, it felt like it was a little bit of Katie and then a brief at the very end, all of them, maybe just to tie them all back in because this was the last book.
Yeah.
But that's just the opinion or, what I got from it.
Sure. Yeah, I didn't feel like because there are times when I've read books out of order and it's full of these characters from other books and I am lost because I'm like, I feel like I should probably know, but I didn't get that sense. And so I assume that they didn't have them quite as prominently featured as perhaps they could have because I wasn't lost.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's interesting. We've been talking about that a lot with the wallflowers in the Ravenels read along that we're not seeing much of the Ravenels, except for like maybe the one whose book is coming up or the book that we just had, we're just not seeing as much as we would like each book. So the first one did a great job, but
well, like I was thinking is it the Ravenels? What's the one prior to that? Not the Wallflowers.
Hathaways.
The Hathaways is a very good job, but that's more of a family.
Yes.
Whereas like I think the Ravenels.
Yeah.
I've only read the first 3. I'm about to start Hello Stranger. I'm excited about that one.
Love it. Love that one.
But that makes sense. Yeah, you don't see a lot. I did like, though, in The Devil in Spring that we got a kind of sneak peek of, or not sneak peek, but a view into Sebastian and Evie's relationship. And kind of seeing that.
I loved that. Yeah,
she's always a dad. I was like, oh, that's cute.
I know. I know. I love it. Abby Jean says, I really enjoyed the conversation Nellie had with Kit. But yeah, there wasn't too much of the previous main characters. Okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes the side characters can take over books, though, so I'm not complaining. Right. Yes, agreed. Totally.
I definitely think it's like you have to have a very good, even mix. Because it can be too much or it can be too little.
Yes. Again, see, this is why I'm not an author. Well, there's a million reasons why.
Yeah, the main reason is I probably couldn't write.
It would be so hard. So hard. Hats off to him. Beyond the enemies to lovers trope, what other themes are explored in the novel? And we talked about these, but I just want to make sure we didn't leave a stone unturned, as they say. Societal expectations, trauma, class difference, and we get a little bit of each of those things. I feel like we pretty much hit on these.
What is it called when they're like the heiress? You know what I mean? Like they're always the rich heiress and I guess it would be a class difference? Kinda. Yeah, but it's almost like, I don't know.
Oh, like a different trope.
Yeah, because I'm curious, like, just the heiress, I guess.
Yeah.
It probably is class. Because are they really a class difference?
That's a good question. I think they are, but maybe I know certainly on her mother's side, they would be. And she relates a lot to that side, to that part of her life. Yeah. Lisa says the American heiress saving the British estates. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. What did they call them? The American princesses or the American heiress, right? We just talked about this the other day.
The Dollar Princesses or
That's it.
something. Yeah.
That's it. The Dollar Princess. That's what it is. Well done. Literature and books are culture, says Margaret. They open your mind. We hope that young people in the future will love books more instead of spending time on their cell phones and PlayStations. Hear, hear. I love it. I love it. Very good. Yeah, I feel like we pretty much, and in terms of societal expectations, Nellie clearly is not concerned with those.
I think she's more concerned, like I said, for him because she didn't want to hinder his reputation.
Yeah.
Especially since she knew he had a lot hanging in the balance. He had a lot more on his shoulders that he was trying to, fix with, his dad left, their dukedom in tatters.
Yeah.
And failing.
Yeah. Yeah. Gwen says, it was fun that he came to America rather than her going to the UK. Yeah, truly. I thought that was great.
I kind of thought the other guy that came was a bit slimy.
Oh,
the
yes.
Other, I don't know if he was a duke or what, but he was like, I was like,
I agree. Yes, I'd forgotten about him.
I forgot about at the very end, the prince. And he's like, so do you guys have an agreement? He's like, I sure don't. That's my wife. And we'll definitely fight about it if you want to say
yes. That. Yes.
I love that.
I know. Yeah.
And he's like, at the very end, he's like, let me know if it changes. He's like, I'll be dead.
That's right. That's right. I love it. I forgot about that. Abby Jean says there was also a theme of grief with her mom. Absolutely. Absolutely. And that made for like you were saying, you were relating that to his heart condition. And I felt like that was handled pretty well, where she said, okay, I really want you to go get this looked at. And he's like, I'll do it one time. Like, yeah. I want you to know this is not going to be our narrative going forward.
Yeah. Because he'd probably he'd been down that path by himself.
Oh, hey. Hello, lovelies. Hope we're having a wonderful day. We sure are, especially now that you're here. So glad you're joining us today. How does Joanna Shupe use the enemies to lovers trope in The Duke Gets Even? What makes their dynamic compelling, would you say? For me, initially, I was confused, honestly, as to why they hated each other so very much. But again, I think
out in the other books.
That's what it is.
It's because he had been betrothed to the very first girl, I want to say. Yeah. And not betrothed, but there was an agreement between the parents. And then Nellie kind of talked her out of it. Not talked her out of it, but was like, hey, I know you don't love, the Duke. I know you love this other person. And so that's a bit, and the only reason I know that is because it's in the third book. It's mentioned. So, and then there's another instance where in the second book, he is also courting the other girl, a Kit, I think it is, but obviously Kit goes somewhere else and marries somebody else. And then in the third book, it's more of a friendship between Lockwood and Katie. But he definitely plays a bit of they know that they're a friendship, but the other gentleman that she, ultimately ends up with, they were engaged. It ends up being broken off. And it does happen briefly in the beginning of that book. It explains it.
Yeah.
Because they break the engagement once she's seen out or something. And caught in a compromising position with the other guy. And so that 2 broken engagements is what it was. So I think he was engaged to that one, and then friends with Katie. Yeah. Which kind of it wasn't really, they weren't romantic at all. So it was very interesting.
Yeah. Truly, I need to read this entire series, clearly.
So they were butt heads. But then also, I forgot too is they meet in the ocean and they have no idea who each other are.
Right.
So they meet, and then obviously she sees him with, who is it? The very first girl's name. I don't remember her name, but the first one where he's supposed to be engaged to her. And she realizes who it is.
Maddie?
Is it Maddie? Yeah, shows he's supposed to be engaged to Maddie.
Wow.
And but he wasn't engaged that time. So he was like, "No, I'm not engaged the night before. Now I am." And or I'm back. So she's kind of like, "You need to tell her to be honest if you guys get married, because I don't want to hide that from my friend." He's like, "No, I'm good."
Oh man.
I think that's where it comes from.
Yeah. That's great. Thank you very much for that. And again, that just reiterates the fact that I very much need to read this entire series. Consider the dynamic between Eleanor, or Nellie, and her father. How does their relationship affect her views on marriage and men? I feel like her dad sets a pretty high bar.
He does.
Horrible.
Yeah, because he married somebody out of his social class.
Yeah.
And didn't care what society thought.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
she has high expectations of what her future husband should be.
Yeah.
And it was a marriage of love.
That's right. That's right. Oh, I love it. Okay, I have one last question because you did a great job on that. What did you think? And we kind of hit on this already. I know Abby Jean was talking about the tonal difference, and I felt that way too. But just in case anybody has anything else they want to say about this, or really anything else about the novel before we kind of jump and move on, what did you think of Shupe's writing style in this novel? Any further thoughts, or do you feel like we've already covered it?
Yeah. I definitely see what you guys mean, though, because I definitely think what took it higher for me is the second half of the book. Because, like I said, I was very worried in the beginning when it first started that it was going to be a rehash of book 3, of events in book 3, and that was going to be frustrating for me as a reader. But
yeah. And it wasn't, so that's good news. Well, I definitely think for me, this is a 4.5 stars. So
I think I'm going with 4.5 too.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Maybe 5. I don't know. I'm torn.
We'll have to find out when we check her Goodreads. Well, he was self-made, so we don't know his social class. Oh.
Yeah. But at the time, he was higher than her mom. So like he had already kind of made his name and his money in the railroad. I thought that's what I got from it.
Yeah.
So
that's a good point.
But yeah, self-made man.
We do love those.
And it's very different too, I think, too, to look at social class in Regency England versus social class in the Americas or the States. So what does that look like?
Exactly. Very different. Abby Jean says, as far as the steam, I liked the way they were both rough with each other as opposed to the typical Dom sub dynamic. Yes. Otherwise, I get nervous. And I was like, okay, they're both fine. They're both yes. Yeah. And it felt inventive and fresh and different, which was nice. So yeah, I'm with you. Abby Jean. Well, I have to ask Gwen a question again. Gwen, we're going to be reading, let me take this off here. Boop. Let me get rid of it. We are going to be reading The Autumn Bride next month.
Ooh.
And that's the first book in the series. Gwen, do you think you're going to read the entire series? I've actually read almost all of the rest of this series, so I'm going to be able to speak to that. So I'm excited. But we are going to be, and we'll have, plenty of announcements, but our sprints are going to be on October 8th, Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, right? Yes. Mm-hmm. With Tara over on her channel. And then on the 19th, Sunday at 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, we're going to be talking all about this book. So I'm excited. And Tara's going to be hosting. She's going to be doing an amazing job. So I'm excited. Uh, Gwen says, already read the series.
Oh,
Good
wow.
Gwen. I love how in the past having a slit in one's undergarments was considered normal, but today it seems scandalous or slutty. True. This is true. Isn't that funny? The times they do change. The
They
times
do.
change. Well, speaking of autumn and fall and all of that good stuff, I want to bring on stage the fabulous Terry. Yay! Terry's here.
Hello.
Were you muted?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you're too funny. How's it going, Terry?
Oh, fine.
Terry's here to give us updates.
Thinking about a book I didn't read, it's okay.
A lot of us hadn't read it. So, we just come and we hang out and we have a good time. So, yeah.
But I already read the Autumn Bride.
Oh,
You're
I knew that.
prepared.
I knew that one, actually.
It's so good.
I'm excited. Abby
I'm
Jean
excited.
says, The Autumn Bride, I want to read it, but I'm afraid of those content warnings. Oh, I don't know what to do. Oh, you've got to protect your mental health, Abby Jean. You got to
What
protect it.
content warning? You don't
We'll
have
to look
anything
it up.
there.
We'll have to look it up.
Okay, the first chapters, okay. It's just that they are she rescued her sister from a dire situation, but you don't have anything graphic about that.
You're just
If I
aware of
can.
where they are, is
Yeah.
what you're saying.
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
Okay.
It's mentioned, but it's not seen. And
Okay.
it's because it's the villain that you will see a little bit further in the story.
I see.
So,
Okay.
but it's nothing graphic happened.
Okay. So we're not seeing like the heroines in a great deal of trauma or turmoil or anything like that. Okay.
Not,
Well,
not the heroine. Her sister is in a dire situation.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
it's resolved.
She will be safe. It's okay. Nothing bad happened.
Okay. So you can think about it, Abby Jean, and see how you feel.
Yeah.
We understand. We respect whatever decision you make, of course. Do not feel pressured.
And I just reread it at the beginning of September, so it's fresh in my memory. So
that's a fair point. Abby Jean says, thank you. Megan says, I won't be able to make it next month's sprints. That's the week of my honeymoon. Oh, Megan, I'm so excited for you. Oh, how wonderful. All right, Miss Terry, what do you have to share with us today? I'm excited.
Okay. Let me go to my what I want to share.
Excellent.
Is it there? Share screen.
Is this going to work on mine?
You have to accept it.
I did it. Oh, that was easy. Oh my gosh, this is really
Oops.
Terry, it's in French.
Yes, I know.
I had to say it. I'm sorry.
Okay. Sorry, I have to because I'm in full screen. I don't see you, so I have to. If I look down, it's because I'm looking at my iPad, so I can see the yourself.
That is totally fine.
So yes, we have some statistics.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Let's get those statistics.
Wait a second. Okay. So, how many participants we have? So, we have 33.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm very glad because I was thinking, we will barely made like 20 people, and 33 is like almost twice. So I'm very happy.
Yeah.
So how many participants have submitted at least one book? We have 23 of those 33 that have submitted at least one book. So
that's great.
So
that's great.
I'm very proud that everybody had that has submitted at least one book. And this week we had at least 5 new participants that submitted something. So I'm very glad.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So how many books have been read? How much do you think?
100.
Tara?
93.
Wrong.
I don't know.
What?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
248?
248 books submitted.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Wow, you got
Yeah.
some fast readers.
Yeah, aren't they amazing?
They are.
How many pages have been read?
Oh gosh.
Oh my goodness. I don't even have a guess for this one.
Whoa!
54,475.
I was gonna say 1,000. Clearly, I need to aim higher. Okay.
Oh,
Amazing.
So, and I know I have mentioned it in the Discord at some point. If we reach 100,000 pages, I have a badge that I have made special for everybody to have.
Oh,
I'm gonna get a
wow.
badge. I'm gonna get a badge. I'm so excited.
That may be the only way I get a badge.
I'm only one book away from a badge. Right?
Yeah.
I'm really excited. But oh boy, no matter what, hopefully, I bet we're gonna get a badge.
Yeah.
Lisa goes, novellas for the win.
Yeah.
Yes. How many badges have been given?
Oh,
15. Wait, yeah.
Okay.
30.
B?
30. I'm gonna say 30.
41.
Oh my gosh. Don't do the lottery with Tara. She would be great.
Or like an estimation jar. I'm
Yeah,
terrible.
no. I'm horrible at them.
I'm like
For-
4.
Atom Victor was for the people who has enter in easy mode.
Okay.
So we have one participant that has had
Bingo.
one bingo. Yeah.
Nice.
One line.
Awesome.
So
Yay.
after that, for the autumn initiate, we have 16%.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I want to do that. I love that badge. I want to get it.
So pretty.
I know, they're all so pretty.
They are.
The
I love this one. too.
Sweater Weather Scribe.
Oh, I love it.
I've heard on another channel that it was how do you say that? It was highly looked for.
Oh, I'm excited. I really want that one.
9%.
Wow.
Oh, that's fantastic. That is fantastic.
After that, we have Candlelit Courtier. So that means 15 books have been submitted.
I might be
We have 5%.
Oh, that's so cool. I love it. I love it.
After that, we have a Haunted Heiress.
That one too.
This is the one I want. I want this one.
So we have 3%.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
And after that, we have the Spooky Season Socialize.
I love this one too. I love this one too.
That was the one I wanted. Yeah, and I reached it Thursday night.
Oh, I'm so
That's
excited.
3%.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And after that, we have a Dark Academia Debutante.
Oh, it's so pretty.
We have 2%.
Oh
Well,
my.
reach that level. And after that, we have Bewitching Bibliophile.
Ooh.
Fun.
1%.
Ooh.
And that same person has attained this morning a Mistress of the Macabre.
That one's so pretty. That's amazing. I would like to get to that, but I doubt that I will. But I would love that. This is so exciting, Terry. And we're only 21 days in. We've still got more than half of the time. I'm so excited.
So thank you so much for your participation. I have a great time to to do that, and all the back
Yeah, really.
the managing and watching a couple of times a day, like, oh, do we have new people, how many books are because like one day I wake up and I had like 10 books since I was asleep the
Oh my
night before, and so,
Wow.
That's
and
so
it's
fun.
very fun to see what the people are reading,
They
because
love it.
not everybody does some graphics, so that you don't really know on Discord, but it's very fun to see all
Yeah.
those.
I've really been enjoying the Discord, just seeing what people are reading and then getting to hear what they thought afterwards has
Yeah.
been really fun. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
all the fun, spooky things in fall, like, oh, it's just perfect. It's just perfect.
Yeah.
Congrats, everyone, says the always encouraging Megan. I love it. I love it. Yeah, everybody's doing great. I'm hoping that all I need to do, where is it? Oh, it's downstairs, so I can read it downstairs. But once I finish Accidentally Amy, that has a hot beverage on the cover, I'm going to have my first badge because I will have read 5 books finally. I'm so excited.
I think I messed up because I picked the medium board and none of my books that I'm reading right now fit in there. So I was like, I should have gone the
You
more.
can resubmit and change it.
I might change it just so I can
yeah.
like kind of pick and choose.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I was like, you messed up, Tara.
I like picking and choosing, although
yes, just resubmit and it will be okay.
There you go. That's awesome. That's awesome. Sock says, I'll be slowing down now. My other
I hope so. She's crushing it.
I was thinking it was her.
It is Sock. Sock is the queen. I love it.
That's why she
went from, I don't know how that thing is working, and to like in a week she was like 25.
That's true. That's true. Sock was like, I don't know what this is. And then she's like, bam, mastered it. That's really, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
And Jan's doing amazingly as well.
Yes, too.
Awesome.
He's a contender.
Yay. Yes, I love it. Oh, yay. And on October 1st, we're still figuring out the times and things. We need to, and I'll touch base with you guys about that. But yeah.
It
October
will be
1st.
On Tara's channel.
It's going to be on Tara's channel. Then I will.
The midpoint. Yeah.
Sorry, Tara.
Because October is Tara's month. September is Bee's month. So
okay.
Harry just tells me what to do, and I just
it's just I wanted to keep that simple.
I love it.
And not like, on which channel we are. No, this month is Bee, next month will be Tara. So.
Go, Tara, go. Amazing.
I was actually curious because I was wondering, and I was going to ask Terry too. So I'm glad you brought it up because I wasn't sure if it was going to be all on B or mine. So good. Let me know. If not, I wouldn't have known.
And I will have a little game for Tara and B.
I love a game. I love a game. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, this is so fun. Sock says, I was knowing there was no page minimum or age minimum. That did it for me. Oh, it was knowing that there was no page minimum. There you go. There you go. Gwen says, here's a technical question. Are Yeti and Bigfoot the same?
No.
I would say no.
I think a Yeti is like the cousin of the Bigfoot who lives.
Sasquatch.
Yeah.
It's not
it's like Yeti. A polar bear and a brown bear.
Yeah. Because if you want for Yeti, you can have also the option if you have another snow monster, that will be okay. But I don't accept Bigfoot for that one.
Who would have thought we'd be like,
he's not right enough. He's brown.
Oh my gosh!
Could be graying.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Megan says, I need to read either a masquerade or a matchmaker to get a bingo for easy. Ooh.
Go, Megan.
I know, right? Oh boy, oh boy. Sock says, I will be reading my Regency romance on my Wednesday live at 2:00 p.m. Eastern. Thank you, Sock. Love a good plug. Yuri and the Yeti is a cute MM novella on KU. There
Oh,
you go.
there you go.
Because you can ask Suck for she has blackout all the monster, the big one, the 5x5.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Did she put it on Discord? I have not
Yes,
yet been
yes,
back.
yes. Just go
I'm so
into
busy.
hard mode section.
Okay.
She has put the graphics too.
I'm gonna go look.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, wait till you see it. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Shebang!
Yeah, she did. Bam. Yeah.
Stop
Gwen says,
making us look bad. I'm just
I
kidding.
know. I know, right? I'm like, I read 4 books. It's terrible. Gwen says, if anyone needs a masquerade for the fall reading challenge, The Bride Goes Rogue would find the prompt. That's great.
Yes. Oh, I do have one now. Now I can submit. I just got to change it. Yes. Because
Gwen, bonus points, Gwen, for
thanks,
connecting
Gwen, for reminding
this.
me.
How did she do that? Did you see that? She just connected the book club to the fall.
And The Autumn Bride is okay for set in autumn.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm changing mine so I can pick and choose because I think that's what it's going to be.
Yeah, resubmit there, right?
Yeah, okay. I thought I was going to be like, yeah, just a bingo medium. I'll be great. No,
pick and choose. It's better.
It's
not Tara.
Oh, excellent. Thank you. Yeah, she was looking for it. That's great. I'll put it in the Discord, but the series Marisol's Monsters on KU has a lot of stories that fulfill prompts.
Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent.
Because, if you are stuck on a monster, you just search for that monster plus romance, and you will have a lot of things that will pop up, and also it will tell you if it's on KU or not, and because I switch a lot of books that I originally put in my list for something shorter or something better, and I just like okay, Centaur romance, okay, what else I ask? Mothman. I had a difficulty with the one that I picked, so I just picked Mothman romance, and I had a very good one. Mothman in the Woods, very nice.
Interesting.
Kristen because and I found it.
I was like, ooh, that. But this one is okay. It's a great one.
Okay,
it starts a little bit like a suspense, almost.
Yeah.
But the and it's not the very big. I think. Wait a second. It's 75 pages, something like that.
There you go.
It was okay.
Kristen and
I loved all my Andy Finichel. I think I have read 4 from her, and they are all good. I really love her.
Sock says, I picked one of Terry's reads because finding a specifically cinnamon roll monster was a bit hard.
Yes. Yes, because the satyr and the manticore of Andy Finichel could go for monster or cinnamon roll monster. Those are 2. They are great. Yeah. I had to pick them to put them in their monster box.
Yeah,
but it could have been if a monster with a cinnamon roll heart. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So do the monster books have to be romance?
No,
or they just have to be the main character?
Just need to be the main character.
Yeah, we know how Megan
yes,
monster romance.
You just have to check my graphics. You will have some are just a kid's book.
Right, exactly. Yes, I saw that. Gwen says, hard for me doing the challenge all through my library. Yeah, that's impressive.
Yeah.
And maybe that's where you're going to have to find some kids' books too. Yeah. That is tricky though, Gwen. That's impressive. That will be me too.
Yes.
Promise to the Satyr was really fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the one by Andy Finichel.
Okay.
And I read the third one because it's three books in three multi-author series
Oh,
published 1 year after another.
oh,
And the last one is Wild for the Wyvern. And I put it for the hero has wings, something like that. And
mm.
it was just like the finishing of the stories of those
Oh,
three, and it was very very good too.
oh, fun.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And Andy Finichel also has a pen name for historical romance.
Get
She
out.
is writing under A.S. Finichel. And I read one of her series at the beginning, maybe in January or February this year. And it was
Oh,
very, she's a very good writer. I like,
neat.
I like her writing.
That is super cool.
Yeah. And the series was about like women that are going into working, like aristocrat women, and they are having a thing like a mission to do to accomplish at some place. And you have one that she has to go to single dad to be like the governess so that he could go to search for a wife. And
Oh,
you always have, and you also have an older lady in that goes with those girls that are like spinsters or on the shelf.
Mm.
And that old lady, she you see her from book to book because she is the chaperone, because they can go to a single man home. So
yeah.
it's very very fun. uh, so
I love it.
so when I saw that she was writing monster romance, I said, "Oh, I will try one." And because you have another series that is publishing during the month of September, and I needed something for vampire, and her book is big enough to bite.
Ah!
And the female character is a vampire, and the male character is a giant. And
Oh, I think I
Oh.
saw this cover.
yeah,
I think I saw this.
yes,
Yes.
it's a little bit cartoonish, and
Yes.
it's very very fun. And I have another one from that series to fill another spot that I didn't. I think it's probably coming up this week. I think it's not yet published, but I had a great time with that.
Fun.
Because like the problematic with the regular size person with the 8 feet
That would be
guy.
fun. Oh,
And
yeah.
it was
There
just,
would be some challenges,
There would be challenges,
yes, you have challenges.
to say the least.
to say the least. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Funny. Too funny.
Oh
but
god.
it was very nicely done because it's like a fake village in upstate New York that has accept that you can live as a monster free in that
Oh,
area, and you can also have like regular human that can live there if you want. So it's an open mind community to welcome the monsters. And it's a nice way to like to the acceptation,
Mhm.
yeah.
social acceptation of the difference. So
Mm.
Yeah.
it was a nice story also with that.
Interesting. Well, I'm just loving how we're getting so many different books, recommended by other people that we just wouldn't have picked up, or
And you
would
have
have had
some
to.
monster that no thank you. Why do I thought about that thing?
Oh, everybody's got a different line. Everybody's got
Yes.
a different
So
line.
Kraken is
Oh,
not for me.
Lord. Well, I was joking about the jackalope And Kristen's
Oh,
like,
Jackalope was the fun one.
yeah, Kristen's like, we're buddy reading this. I was like, we are. Let's do it. We're gonna buddy read the Jackalope.
But the Jackalope in the Monsters Ball series, Emilia and the Eldritch Earl, it's very fun. I loved it.
Is he a
Loved it.
jackalope?
Oh, yeah.
What is?
Yes, he is a jackalope.
Okay, because I saw that on Discord and I'm like, this
Yeah.
looks like a jackalope to me.
Yes. And I
Okay,
didn't
now
know. It's when I came back, because I already started that series a couple of years ago. And I was like, I want to put like the maximum of that series that could fit. That's where I realized that, oh, he's a jackalope. I will that's my book. That's
There you
my
go.
book.
That's for me. Say less.
And I really enjoy it. And I have read 3, one for the demon, the jackalope, and what was the third one? Oh, the other monster, my favorite monster, how the Marquis found his meow.
Found his meow.
Yes, because he's a tiger. He's a tiger man.
Oh, there it is.
And those are a little bit related, because you have like a little bit of mystery that is going from one book to another that will reveal itself in the Jackalope book.
Oh.
I love it. I love how they're interconnected.
Yeah.
Sock says my favorite monster was a Reaper. Who would have thought?
Yeah.
I just went and looked on Discord to see all her loveliness.
Oh, yes. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
She's amazing.
When I grow up, I want to be Sock.
All right. Truly. Well, this has been amazing. I'm so happy that we got to do this. And, as we know, we can look for Sock on Wednesday, right, Sock? That's the next one, right? I'm not forgetting anything. At 2 o'clock, yes,
Usually.
for her midweek motivation. We're going to be coming back at you October 1st over on Tara's channel. Nope, that's pointing that way. Why do this to me? I don't know where she is.
Well, then.
Tara, point to yourself, please. You have 2 thumbs, and his name Tara, and his hosting. That would be. Yes, and then we've got all kinds of fun things for the Autumn Bride next month as well. For anybody that just recently joined, like my friend Affy. Hey, Affy. October 8th, Wednesday, we are going to be doing the reading sprints for this book. I mean, we always kind of talk about it. And then on the 19th, we'll be meeting and talking all about this one on Sunday. So, well, this was lovely. And thank you guys so much. And we look forward to seeing you on Discord or next time, October 1st. You guys take care, and we'll see you next time. Bye.